Alright, so after that revelation of Namika being forgotten, I guess we can start doing our investigation and see if anyone else has forgotten about her. Working resident. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be any of help. Well, at least now we know it's not only just one person has forgotten about Namika. The entire colony has forgotten about her. Like, 1 second she was a kind old woman being taken care of, and the next you know it, they completely forgotten about her. Like, seriously though. To be honest, that's very scary to be forgotten by everyone that you know about in your life. Well, anywho, let's talk to this preoccupied resident. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If you spent time here, I would remember. Unless, you know, someone tempered with her said memories. Well, okay, well, let's find the next person. That should be upstairs right over here. Where is this person? It's inside here? And there she is, but hold on a sec. Is this the same house that Namika was in before she died? I think? Or it could be just like another reskin of a different house. I don't recall caring for someone until recently, and say that I was a woman named Namika. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that woman was named Namika? While I can't say for certain it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Sure, all this cloud business. Alright, so after talking to every single individual here in the colony, let's head back to the main square and talk with everyone else and share our findings on what we found out. So it was same for everyone then. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We have felt a surge of air corresponding to the Act 2, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I. But I did once notice something right before Paranoia seemingly forgot. A light in the device on his head began to blink. I'm guessing it's safe to assume in that moment, when that device blinked on his head, it erased all the memories of Namika. There could be a connection. Someone also said something about soul cells. But who we might ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect we only cause confusion. Indeed. If you can't really solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we can search about Kakia instead. Sapan said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Wait a minute. What is that in the distance? Whatever it is, it looks like an automaton. It's an automaton with a face? Yes! Impossible! So apparently this automaton knows Erenville? Question mark? But how though? Interesting. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Ah! Run away! Should we give chase? I think I understood our words. It might be worth asking some questions after a little good beating. Erenville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went over the direction we're heading anyway, so let's track it down. Yeah, let's track this automaton because apparently it knows Erenville. If it does, then you can probably know what happened to his mother. Okay, so if I remember correctly, right out here that we saw the automaton. Alright, so at least we managed to track it down over here. So where is this damn thing? Okay, so if I was an automaton, where would I be? Oh, there it is! Alright, automaton, you have a lot of explaining to do. Like, what are your connections with Erenville? Because apparently you're stalking him from a distance. And there it goes, it's running away again. It's almost like it's trying to tell us to follow it. But to where exactly? You found it, Artorias? Well, yeah, I did, but somehow it feels like it's telling us to follow it to somewhere. Like over there in that general direction. To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on, then! It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Wait a minute. Eorzea telling us not to rush right in? She's like the very first person to rush into combat. Like seriously though, who are you and what have you done with Eorzea? But jokes aside, I'm pretty sure she's just a little cautious this time around, which is really rare for her case. Alright, let's pick up the pace and see where the hell this thing's leading to. But then again, Erenville did mention earlier there is a mine nearby, so I'm assuming it's leading me to that mine. But for what purpose though? Oh, there he is. Alright, so let's talk to Erenville. I heard a faint voice calling from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Oh, don't you worry, Erenville. I have tackled so many things in my lifetime in Final Fantasy XIV, so whatever inside this cave, I am guaranteed to overcome it. Ooh, no area discovered and more experience. I'll take that. And continuing on. Oh, wait a minute. I see an air current. Let me just grab this real quick. And I'm gonna keep on saying this. I do appreciate putting all the air currents next to the main MSQ, because half the time I need to go out of my way to find this damn thing. Alright, so let's talk to Erenville. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Well, let's keep going and stay on your guard. Alright, Mr. Automaton, you led me here, so where are you? Come out and show yourself. There you are, you automaton. So, what do you got to say for yourself? How do you know Erenville? Well, your guess is as good as mine, Erenville. Wait a minute, who's that? Well, it appears we're not alone inside this cave, and he brought his friends out to play. Well, yeah, it could be a trap, but if that was the case, he would kill us long before we entered inside the cave, so... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Please don't tell me that the person that he's talking to right now is Erenville's mother, but if that's the case, then... Why is she using automaton to talk to him, though?
え?
I just love the response like, huh?
誰だって?
いやー、まさかこんなところにいるはずないと思ってさ、明るいところで顔が見えるように誘導してきたんだけど、やっぱり見間違えるはずないわ。エレネシパって?
My darling, what now? Alright, so at least now we're not your enemies, so maybe you can put your weapons away? Thank you, alright. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, darling, what? To Erenville? My little bun, aww. Well, apparently Japan told us to find you, so we decided to find you, but before we did, we saw your mechanical body outside town, and so here we are. Fuzzy little bun. Excuse me? Well, it's kind of imagine seeing your mother after so long as a disembodied flowing object.
そのイラつく話ぶり、もしかしなくてもおふくろか。
おい、よく見ろ。いつから機械が俺の母親になったんだ。
Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
あら、ひょっとしてあんたグルージャジャのとこの娘さんじゃない？うわあ、懐かしい。時々エレネシパを遊びに行かせたっけ。ねえ、私のことを覚えてる
？Well, it's been a very long time since, you know, Lamity have seen Kakia, so maybe she might have remember her?
全く見覚えはねえが、親父のことを知ってるのか？
こいつはどうやら俺のおふくろカフキワらしい。
ごめん。どういうこと？
I'm sorry. I just love the response from Alice.
まあまあ、立ち話もなんだから奥の部屋で話そうか。
ったく、説明しておいてくれよな。
ドームを突破してからずっとわけのわからねえことばっかりだぜ。
Well, if you're in my line of work, I don't really get surprised about this anymore. Wait a minute, that sounds like the music that's playing from the jukebox in Garland, or is it? Well, in any case, let's talk to Erenville. Well, as far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can't think a few people in the world will quite be so, how do I put it, very spirited. But as it what happens, we need to ask her. And On the Cloud has been complete, and then the next quest is Gone and Forgotten. Let's hear what she has to say. Oh, it's so wonderful to meet you all. All the students of the Bastion. It's been a while since I had that name. Dare I ask the reason of your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body I can control remotely. I use this for the operations. Okay, but if that's the case, then where's your real body then? We are members of the resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Eorzea's ambition for conquest. As the leader, it is true that I remain where I could easily be found. I see. Whimsical appearance notwithstanding, yours is a sincere case, I see. Right you are, though, truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that purpose is? And that is... As I expect we already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping the fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Does this mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that has passed down to the members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Eorzea. But we failed to do just that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. Well, if only Oblivion managed to stop Eorzea's army from exiting the dome, we wouldn't be in this predicament, but... well, sadly they didn't. But hold on a sec. You guys are not wearing those devices on your heads, so... none of you wear those strange devices on your head? Does it have something to do with your work? Well, I'm guessing it is part of their work because, you know, they're in the resistance, so they decided to stop using the device altogether. Oh, you mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and if you don't wear it, it's indeed related to our operations. Well, it makes sense since, you know, they're in the resistance and all. Don't mind me by asking, but what exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. First, as the name suggests, it's a regulator of the wearer's reserve of soul. Should they die, the regulator expands a soul and brings them back to life. Ah, okay, now I see why those soldiers in Troy were harvesting souls from the dead citizens. They were going to use it as a way to sustain people using this device. Reserve? You mean people who walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells, and they can use to replenish the life force that is lost due to a sudden death. Kinda like what happened to Eorzea and that one boss from Vanguard. In such incidents, they do nothing to those who die from old age though. Ah, okay, so at least they have limitations, so if someone gets killed in combat, let's say from a battle, they can get revived thanks to the soul, but when it comes to old age, they can't really revive that said person. Distribution of soul cells is based on one work's elevation to encourage explanatory performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource and payment for service rendered? Well, it's like one way to motivate the soldiers. If you do well in combat, you get more souls in case you die. Which is a grim reality for people that live here in the dome. But even still, the void sand practice of consuming others of the Aether comes to mind. And similarly, I expect that the act comes from some risk. And those same risks, if I remember correctly from Zero, the lack of taste to actually eat something, the lack of oneself, not to mention everything from Zumorius as well. But with all those risks, why did people still use these devices? Does it dilute your sense of self? Will the consciousness of others corrupt your own? What to pick? I would say, does it dilute your sense of self? Kinda like what happened to Zero when she forgot how to eat common food. Well, that is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulars are also play a role. Wait a minute. Memory management? Then the reason Eren has forgotten Mika's existence is because there was not enough memory for her to be stored in the device, which in result her being erased from everyone's memories. Regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should die suddenly, their memories can be replenished as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and oneself. However, the regulars are also triggered when someone else dies. Exactly what just happened to Namika. She died from old age, and then after she died, everyone else around her completely forgotten about her. Which is really sad though. It's like, you know, you had this person that you know for a very long time, and all of a sudden you completely forget about her. Reason being is the regular forcibly extract memories, resulting into the decease of anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? Well, it's a kindness bestowed upon the people of Everkeep core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. Well, I understand the process of losing someone is a natural thing that happens in someone's life, but to rob them of the memories of the person that died is something I don't want to wish upon to anyone. So this is what they meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all the memories of the disease are wiped from the mind of the people and then archived in the system. It's a frightening function for the regulators, and an initial step in the soul cell production. Thank you guys for watching this recording session on Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, main MSQ for 7.0 and onwards. If you have any comments, you can put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button, it is very much appreciated. And if you're curious about future content, you can check out my YouTube channel. And if you like the content that's been uploaded there, you can probably subscribe. If not, that is alright. But if you're going to, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified for future videos in the near future. And as always, I have 3 projects which are continuing on my channel, which are Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ, Rockets, Dropkits, Minions, Mounts, or anything related to Fantasy XIV. Secondly will be my 2 gachas, which are Quake Grand or NA and Honkai Sorrow. And for both of them will be the Lost Belt missions, the trail-based continuance, the companion quests, and of course the future banners that will be coming from my 2 gachas respectively. And lastly, to say the least, Persona 5. And with that, this has been Raven Sleep 45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.